The next morning, before it got light, Greg paced back and forth on the roof of Haji Ali's house. Now he was the director of a foundation, not just one climber trying to help one village. He had responsibilities. He owed it to Jean Herney to do this right. He was determined to get the school finished as quickly as possible. Everyone gathered at the construction site. With dynamite, they blasted large boulders into smaller chunks of stone. One day in August, Haji Ali appeared at the construction site. He tapped Greg on the shoulder and asked him to take a walk. He led the American up to a narrow ledge high above the village. Greg felt time slipping away. He worried about all the tasks going on that he couldn't supervise from here. "These mountains, they have been here for a long time," Haji Ali said, "and so have we. You can't tell the mountains what to do. You must learn to listen to them. So now I'm asking you to listen to me. By the mercy of Almighty Allah, you have done much for my people, and we appreciate it. Now you must do one more thing for me." "Anything," Greg said. "Sit down and shut your mouth. You're driving everyone crazy." 3 weeks later, the walls of the school were as tall as Greg's head. All that remained was to put on the roof. Greg had to return to Skardu to get more beams, but not surprisingly, the road back to Corfe was blocked by a landslide. "Oh, these beams are heavy. Oh my, these beams are heavy." A week later, as Greg and Twaha stood watching the roof beams being laid into place, a band of men walked across the bridge and entered Corfe. Greg followed Haji Ali out to see who the strangers were. 5 men were approaching. One, who walked in front, seemed to be the leader. 4 others walked behind him, carrying clubs that they smacked against their hand with each step. Twaha leaned towards Greg. "This man, Haji Mehdi, not good," he whispered. Haji Mehdi spoke. "Do you worship Allah or this kafir?" "If you insist on keeping your kafir school, you must pay a price," Mehdi said. "I demand 12 of your largest rams." "As you wish," Haji Ali said. "Don't be sad," Haji Ali told the crowd. "Long after all those rams are dead and eaten, this school will still stand. Haji Mehdi might have food today, but all children will have education forever." After dark that evening, by the fire in his house, Haji Ali beckoned Greg to sit beside him. He picked up his Quran. "Do you see how beautiful this Quran is?" he asked. "Yes," Greg answered. "I can't read it," he said. "I can't read anything. This is the greatest sadness in my life. I'll do anything so the children of my village will never have to know this feeling. I'll pay any price so they will have the education they deserve." I'd promised to build the school. Through this long struggle to complete it was nothing compared to the sacrifice he was prepared to make for his people. Here was this illiterate man who had hardly left his little village, yet he was the wisest man I had ever met.